Today, I'm here to talk to you a little bit about Magpul stuff. So, Magpul's been around for a long time. They're really famous for making PMags and basically like firearms accessories. And in the recent years, they've started to really branch out. So, suppressor covers, bipods, just to name a few things that they've kind of like expanded the product that they're doing. And they decided to do clothing as well, which is kind of an interesting twist, I guess. They did sunglasses, they did like a whole line of apparel. I'm talking not just like, two jackets and like, a shirt or something like that. I mean, they did like button downs that you could wear to like a casual summer barbecue, all the way to like performance wear, jackets, like, DWR treated stuff. And like basically like soft shell pants, like stuff that you could wear to the range that was also, if you live in the Pacific Northwest, acceptable for you to wear in public, even if your girlfriend doesn't necessarily approve of it. But, if she does, then you've got yourself a winner, and you should definitely put a ring on it. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little today because I think the apparel that they came out with didn't really, I guess, hit maybe the excitement that they anticipated. And so apparently there was like a fire sale essentially where everyone is like selling all of their Magpul apparel at crazy discounted prices. And most of the places I've seen, they're doing like typical closeout pricing, like 30 to 40%, maybe even 50% if you're really daring. But LA Police Gear decided to really hook everyone up, and they were just like, fuck it, 85% off, or some crazy number like that. I mean, I don't really know, but like, for example, this jacket retails for $200, and they were selling them for $30. And like, I think like they had some pants or something that I bought that they actually haven't arrived yet, so this is going to be part one. But I think I got the pants for $9, and they were normally like $120 or something crazy like that. I mean, I don't think it was a standard margin across the board. I think they were just like slashing prices left and right. So yeah, so I got pretty excited about that, especially because a lot of times when things go on clearance or closeout, usually my size gets sold out very quickly. I wear a large in most stuff. Sometimes XL, depending on the company fitting and stuff like that. And so I kind of had to take a risk because I wasn't sure what the Magpul's sizing was like. And so I just decided, okay, you know what, jackets I normally wear large, boom, add to cart. The other stuff I just kind of guessed, but mostly like large stuff. That's the weird thing, like I guess medium sizes usually sell out pretty quick. Usually when like closeouts happen, you either get like the XXXS is like leftover, or XXXL is like leftover, and that's it. There's like usually like all the medium, especially like right dead center, that stuff usually goes away fast. And I was very interested to see what the product was like, especially compared to like I've run Triple Lot Design jackets before, really, really great quality stuff. Also, I've worn Arc'teryx stuff, which is, kind of like the new tactical industry standard. And I have to say, I'm pretty impressed. Of course, I only literally just got the jacket, so I won't really know exactly how it performs until I actually use it. That being said, especially because I think outside is like 40 degrees and it's relatively cold inside as well because I don't have the heat on because I'm poor. But, this jacket is keeping me pretty damn toasty right now. There's a couple tags that come on the jacket, and I'm just going to read these off for you a little bit. So this one is the Magpul logoed one right there. Bam! Magpul! Actually looking pretty good there. And then durable, water resistant, and it says water is everywhere in the air and the ground and your guts, just waiting to get all over and ruin your day. This tough fabric is treated and coated to let the wet stuff roll off your back. Go ahead and make it rain. So I guess this is like the performance technical nature of the jacket. So it says, feel the performance, active insulation. I've talked to somebody else who has a little bit more experience with the jacket, and he also has like Arc'teryx stuff, and he says that Arc'teryx is still better, especially if you look at the pricing. So like for instance, this jacket I feel like is really similar to the Arc'teryx Atom LT. If you have one of those, he says that it's a little bit more breathable. So I guess if you're, running around and about, then it might, I guess the membrane is like a little bit better on the Arc'teryx one than the Magpul one. But I have to say, for a $30 jacket that performs really similarly to, a jacket that's like $250, it's really hard to complain. I would say that I probably would not choose this jacket over the other one if I was paying full retail. But once again, because of the price, super hard to resist. I didn't really need another 2 jackets. I actually got it in this orange color for safety. Rust is what they call it, and then I actually can't remember what they use for black. Basically, I bought 2 of them because I was like, these jackets are gonna last me forever, plus I really wanted some jackets that I could like basically go prone in and not have to like think too much or hard about like, oh my god, like am I gonna like rip the sleeve open and then like I just fucked up like a a $200 or $300 jacket. And I'm gonna hear basically the haters in the comments say like, oh, well, it's just a tool. You shouldn't have to worry about getting it ripped up and stuff. That's exactly why I bought this, because one, I don't want to have to worry about ripping it up because it's a nice jacket, because one, it is a nice jacket and it's pretty decent quality for the money, and two, because it was so cheap, I'm not going to feel bad if I rip the sleeve off. Highest breathable stretch performance for all your active pursuits. I will say it actually does stretch pretty nice. It's not like it doesn't feel essentially like you're gonna rip it, but it is tighter. I feel like it almost feels like when you pull on like elastic cords, like drawstrings for like performance hoodies and stuff like that, but in the shoulder stretch. So luckily, large actually fits me just right. It's not a really like baggy fit or anything, but it's also not super tight to where I couldn't like conceal a handgun underneath here. Although I will say, there might be a little bit of printing since it is relatively form fit. I'm about 5'10", 200 and let's say 220 pounds. I'm kind of fat. But it fits me really well. It's very comfortable and it's not too tight to where I feel anything like when I'm resting my arms along my sides like this. It holds me up very well, and it doesn't feel like too tight in any one particular area. So, if you were doing weapons handling or, any kind of strenuous activities, it really kind of moves with you, which I like a lot. The zippers are okay. Let's see. I don't think they use YKK zippers. I think it's something else. It says Talon on here, so I don't know if that's just another zipper manufacturer or whoever they contract out to. But they seem alright. They're not like, I guess it's like smooth enough. It engages really well, and it doesn't seem like it's going to like break anytime soon. Interestingly enough, they didn't put pull tabs on the pocket zippers here, and also the zipper tabs are very small. But, it's easy enough to open and close the pockets. Interestingly enough, on the inside of the pocket, it feels kind of like this texture against your body, but against the backs of my hands, it almost feels like female Velcro. So if you're going to put anything in the pockets that have Velcro on them, like a male Velcro, for instance, like a tourniquet or, I don't know, patches or pouches or any other types of things that might have male Velcro on the object itself, may become stuck to the front part of the pocket. I don't know that that's really a problem. I think that you could potentially use that to your advantage if you wanted to secure something to the inside of the pocket. There are no anchor loops or anything on the insides. It's just an open pocket. But yeah, the zippers, they work pretty well. They're pretty smooth. No additional pockets that I'm aware of otherwise. There's nothing on the inside. Sometimes there's like internal zippers and stuff on these kind of jackets. It's just 2 hand warmer pockets right here. And then also I got the hooded version. But yeah, the hood just kind of feels pretty much like the Atom type hood. And I think it would be like nice to, if you had like a hard shell larger jacket that you wanted to throw over this as a mid layer, you threw that hood up, that would be kind of like a nice installation if your hard shell is not lined or anything like that. So yeah, overall, pretty happy with the jacket. Fits me really nicely. It's comfortable to slip in and out of. The sleeves do not have like elastic to close it up at the end. It pretty much is just gonna have a little bit of slack there, which is fine for most use, I feel like. Depends on how you like your jackets and hoodies. If you like them to be like closed off so it keeps the warmth in from the sleeves, then you're not really gonna find that here. But having it open is all right. It's not too bad. Let me show you the rust one. If you want to think of it this way, the rust color is almost like prison break orange, this fall's color. Or I guess like, orange is the new black, but basically it's got that like prisoner jumpsuit orange color. I just wanted to try it because I've never had any jackets that are really like bright and like out there. I know that like if you look at Arc'teryx's collection, they do have like a climbers kind of like different colors, like really bright blues and teals and purples and orange and that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for that high visibility when you're like climbing, you fall into a pit and then you want people to be able to like see you easily or something like that. So this I think kind of falls in line with that. So they offer the jacket in black, kind of like an off-white, and then this rust color. I also did get a couple hoodies. Now they shipped my order in a couple different packages, so I don't have the rest of the order today. But I can show you the hoodie as well. So this one's more of like your standard throw-on zip-up hoodie that's just like sweatshirt material, essentially. The two colors that I ended up ordering, one was going to be the gray, which I'm a big fan of gray stuff. Wolf gray is always just, that super cool, like urban, but it also just works with a ton of stuff, so that's kind of like just why I like gray. Plus, I have a white and a black cat. Gray just seems to sit really well in between the cat fur that literally gets in every nook and cranny of everything I've ever owned. So I guess that's one thing. This is actually a little bit nicer, from what I can tell, than like a regular hoodie that you might buy, I don't know, from Costco or something, or Walmart, I guess. I don't know where you get your hoodies. But I picked the same size, so large. Now, this does have kind of a baggier feel, which I could definitely tell from the pictures that were on the website. So it's not like super form-fitting or tight to the body, which I kind of like. It gives me a little bit of room to I guess, like carry almost. I think they kind of did that on purpose. There's a little bit of slack at the bottom here, so you can see I'm pulling it back and forth. And I'm not dancing, I'm just showing you. So yeah, basically there's a little bit of room in the bottom here. It does kind of get tight up in the chest area. Maybe that's just because I've been working out lately, but probably not. And then you can see right here, it's got a thumb hole thing. I guess this is really for like if you don't have any gloves and you just want to get a little bit of more coverage on the palms of your hands to keep your hands warm. And I guess if you're putting on a jacket over the hoodie, it would be helpful to have the thumb holes guide the sleeves all the way down instead of having your sleeves like bunch all the way up underneath the jacket, and that's just super annoying. There's a little bit of an elastic at the cuff area here. Now, I don't know if like I should have sized down for medium, but there is a little bit of slack here as well, although the elastic does bring it pretty close to where it's pretty much touching my wrist all around. But that being said, you also have a hole here, so that's gonna probably let some air through. So I don't know exactly in terms of like keeping warmth in on the sleeve or whatnot. You also do have quite a bit of slack here. It's not super form-fitted to your arm, which once again depends on how jacked you are. It might be super form-fitting, or if you're a super skinny nerd, then it might just flap around in the wind, and then you got to figure out a different way to impress the ladies. You got drawstrings here. The drawstrings seem pretty nice. They're almost like round shoelaces. Although they didn't finish them with tips or anything, they are literally just cut and then burnt at the edge, kind of like what you would do with paracord. I'm not impressed with that. Honestly, kind of wish that there were like metal tips or some kind of where they finished the hoodie drawstrings a little bit nicer. But hey, once again, I think I got this hoodie for like $15, so can't really complain when you're poor and a beggar. Hoodie's alright in size. If I pull it all the way to the front, it kind of pretty much just hangs off my forehead like that. Probably not going to wear the hood up a lot, but it is nice to have if, you know, there's a little bit of a drizzle, rain, or something like that. The pull tab is pretty nice. Once again, they're also using Talon for these zipper pulls, which makes sense, I guess. The whole lineup probably uses Talon zipper pulls. The zipper tabs on the pocket are bigger on the hoodie than they are on the jackets, which is very interesting. I'm not really sure why they decided with that. The zippers are a little bit stiffer. They're not as smooth going up and down on this one as they are on the jackets. But once again, I think the jackets are a lot more expensive, so that's just something you have to take into consideration. So let's show you the back side here. Nothing too special, really. I do like that this one is a little bit more subdued. I will say there is a little tab at the bottom here that shows the MAGPUL logo. Which isn't a big deal. It's pretty small, and the other one has the little MAGPUL logo on the chest area, but it doesn't specifically say MAGPUL. It's just the logo, which is kind of nice, and it's still clean. I think it would still be relatively acceptable to wear in public without screaming, "I own guns and firearms," and I'm a 3per2A amendment protector, you know, that sort of thing. Don't tread on me, snakes. The interior almost feels like a really light fleece. Let's see. Oh, snap! Secret pocket. Okay, this is actually pretty cool because I had no idea that there was a pocket here. But there is a inner chest map pocket on the inside of the fleece hoodie, which is really surprising considering I would have almost expected them to do that with the other jacket, so I have no idea why they went this route. This is very unusual for a hoodie of this type, but the value on this hoodie just shot up like crazy. Okay, so let's see what the tag says here. DWR Hudson Fleece. That is another thing that's interesting, is it is treated with the durable water resistance, which is awesome. On the inside, so this is the right pocket on the inside, there's a little MAGPUL logo here, which is actually also disguised as a port for you to run your headphones onto the inside of the jacket from the pocket. So if you have your phone or if you have a CD or Walkman that some of the people who are watching this don't even know what I'm talking about. MP3 player maybe is a little closer, but probably just your phone. You can run your headphones through. What am I even saying? Nowadays, everybody uses wireless and Bluetooth headphones, so this doesn't even apply. But anyway, that's part one for you here. I'm gonna basically, as soon as the rest of the package comes in, which I think is supposed to come in the next day or two, we'll show you the rest of the stuff I got, and the rest of it will be pants and like, I think that's all I got, really. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, basically just let me know what you thought about it. If you know, I did a good job explaining what the hoodie is like, just because I guess there's not a lot of information out there. But if you look now, I think there's still a lot of places that are selling them for really discounted prices. So if you haven't jumped on that already, then, you know, I'd check it out. But I think it's really good technical performance wear for a very, very cheap price. We do have a Patreon, so feel free to check that out if you're interested in supporting our cause and what we do here. And yeah, thanks for watching the video, and I guess we'll see you next time. And once again, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will always 100% respond, I think. Okay, part 2 coming out soon. Thanks.